What is up, YouTube? That's here, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys a super crazy combo team that you can replicate for yourselves in your own game. We're going to have a team ID for it. We're going to be giving away hidden ability Corsolas so you guys can actually make this team for yourself. All you got to do is join the Discord. There's a link to it in the top of the video description. Everyone should join if you're not a member of the Discord. It's a great place to trade for Pokemon you need, group up for max raid battles, and generally just answer questions about Pokemon if you have questions. So link to the Discord is in the top, as well as the Eevee's stats and pace of this team that we're going to be going over at the end of the video. And like I said, there's going to be a team ID. And note that I leveled all these Pokemon up to level 50, so you can actually use this team on ranked, but you can also use it on the battle tree, sorry, the battle tower, and and casual battle. So you can use this team wherever, and this is going to be the craziest combo team you've ever seen in your life. We're going to be running Corsola and Corsola today because those two are the two most requested Pokemon that we saw in the previous video, guys. As always, if you guys want to see me use a Pokemon, even if you said it before, leave a comment and let me know. I've seen a ton of people looking to see Appleton, so we're going to probably use that relatively soon. If you have something else you want to see me use, let me know and I'll try and work it in. This is a Perish Trap team. So what does Perish Trap mean? So Perish Trap is a team mechanic or a team core that's more commonly seen in doubles, where you used to be able to use like Mega Gengar and use its Shadow Tag ability to set Perish Song, which makes all Pokemon faint after 3 turns, and then use its Shadow Tag ability to trap the opponent. So you get the Perish and the Trap. We're going to be trying to replicate that in singles without the busted ability Shadow Tag to the best of our abilities. And like I said, this is a combo team. There's going to be a little bit of a flow chart here, and I'm going to show you how this works. So the way this is going to work is we're going to go with Silvally, right? Silvally gets a move called Parting Shot. So Parting Shot is an attack that doesn't do any damage, but it lowers your opponent's attack and special attack, but it lets you switch. So no matter what they lead with, Scarf Silvally base 95 speed is going to be able to deal with it. You Parting Shot into your Corsola, right? Corsola has an ability that says whenever an opponent makes contact with it, it sets Perish Song. And Perish Song, like I've said before, it makes both Pokemon that are hit by the Perish Song faint after 3 turns. And so the way you normally get around that is just by switching, right? So we're going to make it so they can't switch. So what's going to happen is when they hit the Corsola, it's going to activate our eject button. And eject button is an item that forces your Pokemon to switch to a remaining Pokemon in your party. And so after that, we're going to soak a little bit of damage because Corsola is really, really bulky. And we're going to go straight into our Dugtrio. And Dugtrio has a really, really unique ability called Arena Trap. And Arena Trap says all Pokemon who are currently grounded, which means not flying or not levitating or ghost type, they have to stay in. And so from there, Dugtrio is just going to use Protect for 1 turn, and then Substitute for the 2nd turn. Dugtrio has a 120 base speed, running a Jolly Nature Dugtrio. And again, guys, there's Natures, IVs, EVs, everything you need to replicate this team is linked in the description of this video. You can check it out. But yeah, Dugtrio is going to be able to wall them out, and effectively, what's going to happen is they're not going to be able to deal any damage, and they're going to get KO'd after those 3 turns. We're going to waste the first turn, the first turn is going to happen when they hit us, right? So there's going to be 3 turns there. The 2nd turn, we will use Protect. The 3rd turn, we will use Sub, and then they will get KO'd. And we've effectively taken out one of their leads for just the amount of the item on our Corsola and the Substitute proc on our Dugtrio. So it's super, super good. It's also super, super good at dealing with Dynamaxing. And I know it sounds really complicated, but I wanted to bring you guys this team because I feel that you guys that watch these videos are all super smart, and I feel that this is a super smart team, so you can totally replicate it. We also have really cool Pokemon like Choice Band, Galarian Darmanitan, another really cool Pokemon that people wanted to see. We're also using Gyarados. Gyarados and Silvally go very, very well with each other. I feel that Gyarados and Dugtrio go really, really well with each other. What's Gyarados weak against? Electric attacks. What's Dugtrio weak against? Water attacks. Perfect synergy right there. And last but not least, we're also running a Corsola. We're running an Eevee-like Corsola. So many people wanted to see this Pokemon. Like I said, we're going to run down all the attacks and all the sets at the end of the video. So if you guys want to see exactly my movesets, my natures and stuff, stick around till then. I'm going to stop talking right now. We're actually going to get right into the games. Wish me luck. Sit back, relax, and this is going to be a pretty good one. So we're going to go into our very first game of the day. We see Centosaurus Gardevoir Dragapult. What is that thing called? The bird. And we see a Toxapex in the Colossal. Holy moly. Corviknight. Holy moly. It's very late. It's like 3 in the morning when I'm recording this. Anyways, yeah, very cool team. It's actually going to be really hard to pull off the combo this game because there's so many Pokemon there unaffected by Arena Trap. You can't hit flying types, you can't hit ghost types, and you can't hit levitators. So Dragapult and Corviknight are going to give us a bunch of issues, but there is saving grace. Silvally, which is our lead, is a lot more than just a parting shot user. It has access to Thunderbolt. It has access to Thunderbolt, good against like Toxapex, good against Corviknight. It has access to Shadow Ball, good against that Dragapult, good against that Gardevoir. It has access to Heat Wave, good against the Corviknight as well. So I think we're actually in a really good spot. I would like to do what the team is supposed to do, but if our opponent's just gonna let us shove their face in with Silvally, but we might just have to show them what we're working with. So hopefully we can do the combo. There are a good amount of Pokemon that we can hit with this, but I think our opponent's probably going to lead with Dragapult. And if they do lead Dragapult, I'm probably going to have to Dynamax. And Dynamax with Silvally is actually pretty good. This is probably the best Dynamax Pokemon in our team. It is a Choice Scarf user, but we don't need the Choice Scarf a lot of the time. And a lot of the time, like, we can use a move, and then we can Dynamax and go just completely change it up. So this is actually a really good matchup for me. The only problem is a lot of Gardevoir's moves don't make contact. So what we're going to actually do is we're just going to Dynamax. Look how good this moveset is. Parting Shot, Shadow Ball, Thunderbolt, Heat Wave. Such good coverage. Hopefully he's not maxing this turn, but even if he is maxing, what's he going to do? Max Starfall? We are going to be able to probably outspeed a Gardevoir because we're fully invested in speed. And we also fully invested in special attack. So hopefully we can get a big KO here. Hopefully he just doesn't Dynamax, right? And just takes the KO. Or he switches. It's up to him, really. Let's actually see what he's working with. I think we can put something big together here. I think we can one-shot if he doesn't Dynamax. He might be Sash, too. There's so many different things he can do. I would really like to go for the parting shot here, but again, the moves have to make contact for our combo to work. And I don't want to just parting shot in the thing because then he knows what the combo is. He's going to go in with the Pex. I think Pex is a great Pokemon here. Good thing we have our good coverage. This is going to probably deal 20-30%, maybe a little bit more with the Ghostium. I don't even know what it's called, like the spooky move. Let's see how much damage it does. Silvally getting absolutely humongous right now. I love Silvally. Silvally's such a cool Pokemon. For those of you guys that haven't seen it, this Pokemon is definitely a talent. Max Phantasm. What a cool looking move. It's about 15%. 15%. Not that bad. And let's see if he actually has Defense Drop. Y'all take those. He has the Black Sludge. So he's probably going to be going for like a... Would you bunker here? I mean, I'm Max Lightning. Yo, I'm Grease Lightning right now. You could bunker here, but, you know, these moves go through that. Yeah, he's not bunkering. He's just going to absolutely eat it. Now, he can eat this move. He can totally eat it. But what it's going to do is it's going to set an electric terrain. And electric terrain is going to make it so my next one is even more powerful. So let's see if he's going for like a Toxic. Let's see if he's going for an Infestation. Let's see if he's going for Recover. He goes for the Toxic. This is totally fine. You know, like I said, I wanted to do the combo. But Silvally has great coverage options. So I think we're going to be in a decent spot. He's going to bunker here. We're going to go through the bunker with our Max Lightning, and then I still think we're going to be in a great spot. Because after that, we're just going to be able to lock in Thunderbolts for days against this guy. He might even switch to get a Regenerator proc. I could totally see him switching to get a Regenerator proc here. Because Toxapex has an ability that restores 33% of its health if it switches out. So that's totally an option for this guy right now. Our team does struggle with Toxapex just a little bit. Because Pex doesn't really ever make contact, and... like, Pex probably can't break our Dugtrio sub, but I don't know if I could, like, actually break the Pex with my Dugtrio either. Like, with this use of, like, Baneful Bunker and stuff like that, like, I only have 10 PP of Earthquake. So he is switching out. I would have liked to have just hit that, so that kind of sucks. Into the Corviknight to mock the Grease Lightning? Yo, I'll take that. Are we getting a KO? This is boosted by the Electric Terrain, and we almost got the KO. That's actually really good. Is that an eject button? No, he's just lefties. All right, cool. Or is it like a Wiki Berry? No, it's lefties. All right, cool. So Corviknight's taking big damage. That's actually really good for me. All of his Pokemon take, like, huge damage from Thunderbolt. So I'm just going to keep using Thunderbolt. The Electric Train's active for a few more turns. Even Gardevoir doesn't want to mess with this. So yeah, we're just going to keep Thunderbolting. So right now, because I Dynamax, when you Dynamax, you lose your effectiveness of your choice item. So like, I could use all these different moves. You saw I started off using Shadow Ball, and then I switched to Thunderbolt. Now my Choice Scarf's back, and I can reselect any move I want, and then I'm like re-Choice Scarfed into that move, in case anyone was wondering how that mechanic worked. So yeah, we're just going to Thunderbolt. It sucks that we're Toxic right now, but like, is Guard switching in? Guard doesn't want to switch in on Thunderbolts boosted by Electric Terrain. it does not want to switch in on this. I'm actually serious. Like, this is going to do probably 35, about 30%. All right. I think I'm okay with just doing more of these. Because, like, Dugtrio can break the Pex. Like, I was being sarcastic. I can totally break a Pex with my Dugtrio. So, yeah, I'm just going to go for the Thunderbolt and put Gardevoir within range for the EQ of my Dugtrio. And it sucks that we don't have to use the actual team in this first game. But, like, oh, is he going back into Pex? These guys switching so much. He's really trying to Toxic me out here. Like, I can always switch, too. He's probably going to Bunker next turn. So, we're going to just let me see how much damage that does. That's a lot of damage. Quite a bit. That is quite a bit of damage. So let's see. He's probably going to be using Baneful Bunker this turn or switching to Corviknight. So what we're going to do here is we are just going to hard switch. Just hard switch right into our Dugtrio. And Dugtrio can trap this guy if he goes for Bunker, which means we just Earthquake him next turn. And if he switches to Corviknight this turn, well, then we just Rock Slide it. Corviknight gets outsped. Sorry, yeah. Dugtrio outspeeds Corviknight by quite a bit. So are we going to see Bunker? Oh, it's Recover. That's still fine, I think. I think that's actually still okay. I think I'm actually going to pop a... I mean, I don't know if EQ can actually take it out, but I don't think he can actually break my Dugtrio if I set a substitute here, because he wants a Toxic Stall. He has Recover, he has Toxic. I don't think he has Scald on that set. He might have, like, Haze. But I'm just going to go for a Substitute. Substitute's going to take 25% of my health, put up a little bit of Substitute, and a little one of these guys right here. And it's going to be able to block all, like, the effects of attacks, right? So if he wants to go for a Toxic, Toxic's fail on sub. He can go for an Infest, but it won't ever be able to break it. And from there, I think I can just EQ him out. Yep, he's going Dynamax. He's like, freak it. He's like, I have to deal damage. That is the smart play, I think. But the one good thing about that is, though, since he's Dynamaxing his Pex, he can't use any of those tech moves anymore. So he's going to be able to break our sub. But, like, let's see what we can actually get done here. Pex looks so cool, by the way, in Dynamax mode. So we're popping our sub. And remember, this is going to change all of his moves to actual, like, damaging moves, right? All of his moves are going to be damaging, dealing moves. Going for a max Hailstorm. Alright, so that means he has... It's boosted off of Haze, I guess. No, wait. Haze would not be a Ice attack. What move is this boosted off of? Icy Wind? It's very unique. Anyways, I'm just going to go for the big EQ. I kind of have to at this point. Kind of have to go for the big EQ. I like that he's taking a little bit of chip damage with me, so it kind of nullifies out his... What is it? Whatever. Yeah, Black Sludge. We're not going to KO this Pex right now with this. We're actually going to Protect. I want to see how much damage I take from Max Hailstorm. I don't think it'll KO. And like I said, I'm just trying to waste the turns. So the next turn will be his last turn, and we can come with Sylveon Thunderbolt after. Max Hailstorm, don't KO me, please. Yep, awesome. It sucks we're taking that chip damage, right? Actually, does Max Hailstorm make contact? It depends on what move it's boosted off of, because if it makes contact, we can switch in the Cursula and set our combo. Because he has to be attacking right now. This is one of the few times you're ever going to catch a Toxapex actually making damage-dealing moves. But only if it makes contact. Other than that, we're kind of just chilling here. Max Hailstorm, do you make contact move? Let's see how much damage this deals. Alright, I'm thinking that does not make contact. It looks like a special attack. Alright, cool. Well, anyways, we effectively waited out the Toxapex. And we're going to go back into... I want to say we just go into Dugtrio. And then we just sub him right here. Because, like, I don't think he has any moves. I don't want to... Do I want to sub? Because, like, we're ticking out with the Hail. Yeah, the Hail's going to tick. How many... that's a 6 HP. The 6 HP sub takes 25%. Let's actually see if this is the right play. Because I don't know if he can ever break it. I don't know what move he's using. But, like, I don't know if he can ever break my sub. So Dugtrio has 110. 25% of 110 is, like, 25, 26, 27, 28. So it's 28 HP for every single sub. How many turns are there on the Hail? There should be 2 turns, right? So that means 1 more tick. Yeah, I should be able to get away with a sub here. I think, but then I'll eventually just not be able to EQ. I'm just going to Earthquake them. Might as well. He's going to Bunker, probably. Oh, he's not. Perfect. Yeah, the reason why I ran all the math, and I'm like, I just actually have to deal the most amount of damage that I can. I wonder if he's actually going to be, like, recovering, trying to Life Orb stall me. Ice Beam. It was Ice Beam. All right, that's totally fine. I ain't got no problem with Ice Beam. I ain't got any problem with that at all. So, yeah, Ice Beam's going to get enough to pick up the KO. So I'm really happy I didn't sub right there. But note that I did all the math, like quick math in my head. I saw that Dugtrio's HP was 110. So when I wanted to calculate that sub, I calculated, all right, what's a fourth of 100, right? And then what is a fourth of 10, right? So, you know, obviously it was 28. It was roughly 28. And I saw that I was taking 6 HP from Hail every single turn. So I saw that I had like 2 or 3 turns left of Hail. So I could have lived 1 turn of Hail, 1 Life Orb hit, and my sub. But I feel that it was just a better idea to do with exactly what I did. I think it's actually a better idea to come in with this. I think we actually outspeed. Even though like we're very, very slow, I think we outspeed a Toxapex with Cursula. Now I have to come in with Silverly. Unfortunately, we have to come in with Silverly. Very unfortunate, because we're going to get Toxic. And there is only 1 more turn of damaging Hail. Hail lasts for 5 turns. It only deals damage for 4. The last turn does not tick. So, let's see. I think Shadow Ball is the right play. We could also Parting Shot him this turn, because I think he's going to go with the Bunker. No, I have to just go for Shadow Ball, I think. Oh, but then it locks me into Shadow Ball. No, this should be fine. I think I can actually live whatever the Gardevoir is going to throw at our Cursula. So just going for Thunderbolt. He just eats it. He's not going for the Bunker. That's totally fine. I'll take this. He tried to go for a Recover, expecting me to Parting Shot, and I'm like, not today. That's twice that I've kept him honest. And what I say by keeping honest is like, you know, you want to force your opponent, right, to kill you. You want to force your opponent to get those KOs. Like I'm like, you know, I'm leaving myself wide open. Like I'm not gonna go for the tech play. I'm not gonna go for the Parting Shot and be like extra cool. I'm just gonna go for what I need to do to win. All right, and so speaking about what I need to do to win, I don't think that I can KO here with Shadow Ball. And I'm not even using Shadow Ball. And I think I'm actually just going to hard switch to... Oh, man. Let's see. This is a hard situation because I don't even think Shadow Ball would KO this thing. I really don't even think Shadow Ball KOs this thing from here. Because Gardevoirs are thick. Yeah, Gardevoirs are really thick. I think I'm just going to go for the Thunderbolt. It might be a 2-shot, and he'll be able to KO us, right? But he's got also 10% chance Para. There's a Psychic. It's totally fine. Stab Psychic. It's pretty good. The fact that this is a special attacker means we almost have shots. I say almost have shots. We got Cursula coming in here. Shadow Ball will be able to pick my KO this on this and the Corviknight. But I just don't know exactly how I want to make this work. There's a Trace. He's tracing my Paris body. Oh, man, that's dangerous. Yeah, we're just going to go for a Shadow Ball here. Should be able to pick up the KO. Psychic's going to do a roughly 10, 15, 20%. Maybe we'll see. But we'll see. I still think I can get the... I still think I'm going to... Oh, he's switching? We just won. He shouldn't have switched. I think that's a choiced Gardevoir. That's why he switched all these times. He's switching to reset so he can come in and Shadow Ball me. Anytime you see your opponent go for really weird plays like that, that's the reason why they do it. But he's totally going to come in, and he's going to go for a Shadow Ball, and, you know, that's why he switched from Psychic. He's going to hope that that's enough, and it might be, like a Choice Specs Psychic. Sorry, Choice Specs Shadow Ball. It's super effective. It might be enough. The only thing is, though, I still think that, like, Psychic plus Brave Bird would have been enough to pick me up. But let's see it. Survey says, show me what you're working with. Show me that Shadow Ball. Show me you're a good player. Yeah, I'm able to deduce how good he is. Because I'm pretty good myself. But you know what? We are extra thick. He tried his best, and he didn't succeed. Actually, I would have been able to totally eat that Psychic and that Brave Bird. Because we are just extra thick. And we're going to be able to fire back a super effective Shadow Ball of our own, picking up the KO and getting us those wins. That game was super, super close. And I apologize that I was not able to do the team combo. But I'll take those wins regardless, and we're going to go into the next game, and we're going to try and see if we can actually do the 100% combo that this team is supposed to do. We're going to be going up into our next game. We see Dragapult, Inteleon, Corviknight, Bisharp. Ooh, Bisharp's scary. Hawlucha, and Tyranitar. So, like I've said before, Ghost and Flying-type Pokemon give this team a bunch of trouble. You know, we can't trap them with the Arena Trap, right? That's the main issue. And also, like, moves have to make contact with the Cursula to proc the Perish song, or the Perish body to activate. So, special attackers like Inteleon are really problematic. Even Tyranitar uses like Rock Slide, Stone Edge. Those are physical moves, but they don't make contact. So we're going to have our work cut out for us, but I'm going to be doing my absolute best to show you guys how to make this work. So we're leading Sylvie. Sylvie has great coverage here. We have a super effective move on every one of those Pokemon but Tyranitar. And against Tyranitar, like, please lead your Trantor. I will just do exactly what I'm supposed to do. I will parting shot. You can go for your crunch. You can do literally anything. I'll go into my Cursula. Cursula's going to be an absolute beast. And then from there, you know, hopefully you crunch the Cursula. That's a move that makes contact. Corviknight. All right. I ain't got no problem with Corviknight. Me and Corviknight, we're best friends. So Corviknight versus Silvally. Yo, I'm under pressure right now. And I think I'm actually going to just max. Let me actually, yeah, I don't know if I have to max. I can eat a max move from him, I'm pretty sure. But if he goes for the... He's going to max right here. He's 100% maxing, so I'm going to max first. So I can get that big damage in. Yeah, we're both maxing, I think. The reason why he's going to max is why he wants that speed boost from his max move. And if there was one Pokemon that could max in this team, it definitely is the Silvally, because it lets me change my choice item all the way over, and, you know, then it resets my choice at the very end of it, so it's actually really, really good. So hopefully we can KO. I mean, I don't even know if this KOs. It's a Thunderbolt. It's a 95 base special attack Silvally. And, are you maxing? Looks like he's not. We got Max Grease Lightning right now. Popping it off. And almost got the KO. That's very unfortunate we didn't get the KO. But let's see what he's actually using. Like, is he Brave Birding? Brave Bird would KO him, right? Are you Brave Birding? Please, Brave Bird. Please just go away. Brave Bird, yo. Appreciate it. I mean, I could have actually went into the Cursor and got the Perish Body, but there's no point in getting Perish Body on a flying type, right? So, really happy to see that Corviknight goes down for the count, and we still have the potential to get our combo off. And we're even into like a better spot now that we got those KOs. And we're afforded that luxury because our Silvally moveset just has such a wide variety. And so another really good thing about going Dynamax in this situation is it forces our opponents to like try and hit us back. No one's going to be setting up in front of a Maxmon, especially one that has such good coverage as Silvally. He's going to try, if he tries the Dragon Dance, we're going to absolutely dumpster him. He needs to go for like crit, that missile move, the special move that I forgot to put in that one video. Anyways, we got Max Phantasm. This is a move here that's specifically for Dragapults, right? He's going max. He's gonna have to one-shot me, right? He's gonna have to one-shot me. I mean, he might. I've taken a little bit of chip damage. I'm not gonna lie. I took a little bit of chip damage, but I'm base 95 health, and I have that big health boost. It depends on what his set is, like if he's physical or special, but I think I might be able to live something here. I might be able to make something work. We'll see. Max Wormwind. Maybe I should have max guarded that turn. No, dude, we are going to absolutely bulk that out. Holy moly. The extra thickness coming out of Silvally right now. That is, I mean, my attack drops. Good thing we're a special attacker, right? Good thing we're a special attacker. Shadow Ball, big damage here. This is actually going to really help me out. Watch what's going to happen. So we're going to max guard him here, right? And then this is the last turn of my Dynamax. And then after that, we're going to, we're gonna be able to get our Choice Scarf back, and we're going to be able to Shadow Ball him. Oh, it's so good. So good. Actually, do we KO with this Shadow Ball? Shadow Ball, it should KO, right? I don't know if that actually KOs. I don't think it will. I think he's asked. I have to wait. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. So we're gonna go right into the Cursor here. We're gonna try and get a little bit of the combo off. We're gonna try and get just a little bit of it off right now. I want to see if he's physical or special. This will tell me a lot about his set as well if he's physical or special. I could have parting shotted there, but I didn't want to get outsped and die. So, like, if I get outsped right there, if I eat that max move, I'd be dead, right? And it looks like he's special because it didn't make contact. Unless max moves just don't make contact. And if that's the case, oof. All right, so we're going to come back on the Silvally here. Yeah, I could have parting shotted there. I don't think that was what I wanted to. Maybe I should have. It's hard to say, really. But I wanted to be able to wait out his Dynamax, right? Because if he's using like the incorrect moves and that max move only did that much before, he actually just might not have enough damage to KO me if we're both just like this. So we're going to hope that I can KO Shadow Ball. Survey says, let me get that. Let me get that Shadow Ball. Oh, it's like I play the game. Choice Scarf, boys. Choice Scarf for days. Super effective. Everything worked out in the end. Yo, if you guys want something to check Dragapults, if you want something to check Gyarados, if you want something to check Ferrothorns, like, Silvally is your boy. Like, Silvally has everything. It's a great lead. It's a great pivot lead. And so now, we have 3. He has 1. It's Tyranitar, right? Oh, it's Inteleon? Dang it. All right, well, the correct play is to just switch out here, reset, go back up for Thunderbolts. And if he does, by chance, make contact, I can show you how the team's supposed to be played. I can show you how the team's supposed to be played. All right, Cursor. Sucker Punch. All right, that does make contact. So I'm going to force that Sucker Punch. I'm going to force it. Actually, if you're physical. No, I didn't want... Ah, dang it. Maybe he'll Sucker Punch again. He is. All right, cool, cool. It's going to fail this time, but we get a Strength Sap off. Look at this. Look at this. This move is going to give me so much health. Holy moly. It's going to lower his attack, right? And it gives me health back. And Inteleon has, like, look at that. Full heal. We take those. We take those all the way to the bank. And we're just going to Shadow Ball him out now. But yeah, being able to Perish Trap their last Pokemon is pretty good. We're actually eating this on purpose. But it's going to activate our Perish Body. And what that does is it sets Perish on both of us for 3 turns. So if I still have my Eject button, I'd be Eject butting out into Doug Trio here. And then Doug Trio can use Protect and Substitute and kind of wall this guy out. Is that lefties? Yo, it's okay. It's okay, Inteleon. I still like Inteleon. Inteleon's still my favorite starter. I think Inteleon's still my favorite. So yeah, we are going to be able to get a KO here with Shadow Ball, numero dos. This Cursula actually has like nothing invested in special attack, and it's still just so big. It's going for a Hydro Pump. It's probably a little bit smarter. But the way this is going to actually work is even if I wanted to wait till the end, the way Perish works is even if we're both alive and they both take out at the same time, it goes off speed tiering. So if you're faster, you actually faint first. And so since Cursula has such a low base speed and we're using a speed reduced nature, we would always win that as long as we can set Perish Body and last it into the game. So that game, it wasn't the best game. It showed off a lot of Silvally, but I'm going to go into another game because I really want to show you guys, you know, some more strats with this team and show you guys what it's actually supposed to do. So the next game we're going to jump into is Abomasnow, Galarian Darmanitan, Poltegeist, the Wooloo Evolution, Toxtricity, and Rillaboom. There's a bunch of physical attackers over there. I think we're going to be able to make this work. There's no flying types. There's one ghost type. I think we can make this work. Silvally, show me the way, guys. We're going to show me the money. Show me the Silvally. If he leads Abomasnow, I'm just going to Heat Wave it, right? But if he leads with, like, literally anything else, I can just Parting Shot and play the team the way it's supposed to be played. Remember, to activate the Perish Body, they need to make contact. So that's most physical attacks make contact. There are special attacks that make contact as well. Like, Grass Knot's an example of a special attack that makes contact. But more often than not, like that Rillaboom, that Wooloo Evolution, that Galarian Darmanitan, like, sign me up for all of those. I will make contact on all of them, and I will trap them in, and I will absolutely wall them to death with our Perish Trap team. Oh, I'm excited for this one. This is actual, like, perfect coverage. Like, Silvally has coverage moves for all of those Pokemon. We got Heat Waves, we have Shadow Balls, we have Electric attacks that we don't even need. And we also have the big Parting Shot. It's so good. This is gonna be a great game. We're waiting for them. 3, 2, 1. Let's get into the game. And let's actually see. I hope they're not leading Abomasnow, right? It's probably Abomasnow. But part of me just hopes that I can show you guys the exact flowchart that the team is supposed to do. I just want to show you guys the exact flowchart. Because I want you guys to be able to replicate it. You guys need a perfect, you know, showcase of how to do it. So that's what I'm going to try and do here. Survey says, what are you leading with? It's the Abomasnow, and that's totally fine. Abomasnow's fine. It might be sashed. Totally could be sashed. We're going to max, I think. Actually, do I want to max? I can just get away with Heat Waving. I don't have to max. Even if he maxes, I think Heat Wave still just one-shots. It's 4 times super effective. The only problem is Heat Wave can miss. And one of the reasons we actually have Heat Wave is because you actually need Heat Wave to actually do a little bit extra damage to the Ferrothorns. Because certain Ferrothorn sets can have enough bulk to be able to outlive Flamethrower very commonly. So that's why we're creeping that damage threshold just a little bit more with Heat Wave. And I don't have the TR for Fire Blast. I don't even know if Silvally learns Fire Blast, but Heat Wave it does learn, and that's good enough. Also, Heat Wave's way better if you're going to use this in doubles. So let's see what he's going for. Is he going to get caught off guard by the fire-attacking Silvally? Silvally is actually a really, really cool Pokemon, because when you see it in the team preview, they don't know what your type is, right? They don't know if you're holding an item to use RKS or something like that. So Silvally is really, really underrated as far as, like, its influence in the team preview goes. So if you're looking to be a tricky guy, maybe try using some Silvally. You don't have to use it the same way I do, but, you know, it's very well disguised. That Heat Wave, so disguised. That the electric attacks we have, those are so hidden. Like, you can trick those Gyarados and, like, Pelipers every single time, I guarantee it. So, yeah, Abomasnow going down is absolutely huge. We didn't even have to max. And so now, one really cool thing we can do is because we're Choice Scarfed, right? He's like, well, he doesn't really know that we're Choice Scarfed unless he was Choice Scarfed. But either way, I don't have to use a Fire type attack again. I can totally mix it up and go max here, and maxing takes away your choice, the negative effects of your choice scarf, locking you in only one move. And so I can spread this over here. I can use all 3 of these moves for the next 3 turns, and after that, at the end, I'll get my choice scarf back, and then I can lock myself into a whole new move. So we're just gonna go max Phantasm here. He's probably gonna be maxing as well. I would be surprised if he didn't max Phantasm. Sorry, I would be surprised if he didn't Giganta max. I'm max Phantasming him. I think it's in KO. Even if he does max, I still think he might go down. He's probably going to try and set a Shell Smash. And he should be outspeeding me because I'm maxing on purpose. That thing has a much higher base speed than me normally. So normally, because I have a Choice Scarf, right? Well, that thing has like a 100-something base speed, and Sylvie has a 95. So that's him, this is me, under here. So I am holding a Choice Scarf. So if I'm not Dynamaxed, I outspeed him. And so if I hit him, he'd live, and then he would Shell Smash, which lowers your defenses. I want to hit him with his defenses lowered. So I'm Dynamaxing to lose speed on purpose so he can Shell Smash in my face, and I can do even more damage and one-shot him. And if he's sashed, well, there's a hail going on, so I'm in a good spot. So he's maxing. That's totally fine. That's the third option, which is you can't Shell Smash me if you're in Dynamax mode. So we're going to see. We're going to see who has a bigger stick. Now, I'm in a really good spot here because I'm a normal type, and I'm a normal type on purpose. That's why Silvoui's such a good Pokemon at checking all these ghost types. It's made to check Mimikyus and Dragapults, but I'm a normal type on purpose. And looks like I do outspeed. Alright. That's not that much damage at all. He's very bulky. That's very deceptive how bulky he is. But let's see what he's using. I'm going to get a defense drop that I can't use here. And he's going to max Overgrowth. Alright, cool. Hey, max Overgrowth ain't that bad. But I'm thicker than you are. And he's making it so we're both going to get the Grassy Surge. Let's see, is there any weather? Do I want to change the weather? Like, I could Heat Wave it up right now. I could also go for an Electric boosted one. I think it's just better to go max Phantasm for the next few turns. I could also totally just max guard him if I really wanted to. But I don't think I need to. I really don't think I need to max guard him. So is that lefties and that? Yeah, I'm just going to hit him in the face. No reason to max guard. And he would have to be the one max guarding me. And so I think I just want to do... Yeah, there's his max guard. Yeah, that's totally fine. We're forcing him to do that. And that's fine. So he's going to get additional ticks, though. Like, I'm effectively not getting anything. The way it works is Hail takes a percent, Grassy Terrain restores a percent. So effectively, like, all these in-game animations or in-turn animations are happening, but nothing's really happening to my side. He's actually getting a boost out of it, though, because he has leftovers on and the Grassy Surge. And then the Hail Tick only does 1. So he's pretty much healing for 2 and taking 1. So he's getting the better end of this deal. But I also think that, like, I can live. I think I can live whatever attack he's going to be using. It's going to be, if he uses Max Overgrowth again, it's boosted. But I think I can live it. And I know that Dugtrio outspeeds from here. And this is his last turn. So I just wanted to put it within range for Dugtrio to get the KO on. And also, we have 2 defense drops on it. It's actually pretty big. There's his max Overgrowth. If I live, that's cool. If not, I don't think it's the end of the world. But let's see. Silvally living, thriving, absolutely thriving. I'm curious what move that's boosted off of. I think it's probably Giga Drain, but I think I'm all right. So Silvy's going to have its health restored. Hail's about to be ending relatively soon, which means he's going to start just getting a lot more health, so I have to actually speed this up. I do actually think that I can KO with Shadow Ball here. It's totally possible we go with Shadow Ball here. Yo, show me the possibilities. Show me the money. Poltegeist. That's very thick. I'm surprised how thick it is. But, yeah, so we've effectively reset our Choice Scarf. We can use any of these moves now. I think I'm just going to go for a Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball's fine. I could have Parting Shotted as well, but I don't think that's the play. I think Parting Shot is the lose. Oh, Choice Scarf applies Heat Wave. Oh, I'm an idiot. I was saying all that cool stuff, and I didn't even know how the mechanic worked. Huh. It's fine, we're just going to Heat Wave. I didn't know it worked like that. You know what? I'm learning stuff every day. You guys are learning by watching me fail. You know, I'm not above, like, you know, failing for everyone to see. So, I'm not perfect. I like to think I do most things correctly, but just goes to show, like, everyone can learn everything. There's always something to learn. And let's see what he actually wants to go for. I'm going to go for the Heat Wave. And obviously, Heat Wave is not that great. I wonder if he has Shell Smash, because Shell Smash would suck here, because I'm not going to KO with Heat Wave. And he's going to Shell Smash in my face. And let's see. He might also just be like doing that thing people do, where they wait out the whole timer and then they run. Nope, he's Heat Wave. Makes the connections. Give me that big damage. Give me a burn. Giga Drain. Giga Drain's totally fine. It's what we thought it was in the first place. So he's going to get a little bit more health back. This is boosted by the grassy terrain. And, like, it restores half the damage you deal. So it's, like, really, really good move. I'm really happy that Giga Drain is a TM in this game. So Hail Stop. So he got Giga Drain. He's going to get his leftovers. And he's going to get the leftovers and the grassy terrain boost. Wow, that's a lot of health back. Good thing we have, like, a -2 defense on him. And now, we're going to send out Dugtrio. He can switch if he wants to, right? He can definitely switch if he wants to. But I think we're in a good spot. I think we're in a pretty good spot here. Going to go for that big EQ. We have a 120 base speed, so I think we're going to be in a pretty good spot. Like, if Sylvie was good enough to outspeed this guy when they were built in the max mode, I think the Dugtrio is going to be able to handle it. 120 base speed is pretty significant if I'm being real. So let's see, though. Survey says EQ. Absolutely popping it off. Big damage. Poltegeist goes down. Now, the game has not been won yet. He still has one Pokemon left, and that means I can still set the combo. Let's see it. I want to show the combo. So, like, I want him to send out a Pokemon that's a physical attacker, right? I will switch to, oh, I think my computer just, like, went into sleep mode for a sec. There we go. That was really weird. I've never really seen that happen. There we go. Are we back? All right, cool. That was really weird. Computer went to sleep mode for a sec. Oh, it's our main tan. All right, cool. We can totally make this work. I promise you, we can totally make this work. So I could just go for a Rock Slide here. But that's not what I want to do. I don't want to Rock Slide. Rock Slide would be, like, pretty good. Actually, it wouldn't even KO, but it would just do a lot. We're going to switch to Cursula here. So Cursula should be able to live anything that our Manitan's throwing at us. Maybe. I'm really, really EV trained in bulk. So we'll see. But, I don't know. Actually, this is gonna come down to the wire. If I can live, we're gonna be in a great spot, and I'm gonna show you guys how this works. Oh man, I wonder why it's taking so long though. You know, this just gives me enough time to sit here and like value what it feels like to be winning the game for the next few turns. You know, I have the Pokemon advantage. Just soak in that win while I can, because at any moment, you know, victory can be stolen from you by the jowls of defeat. Like, if that's a Choice Scarf Darmanitan, I might be in for a bad time. I'm serious. I might be in for not that great of a time. If it's a Choice Band Darmanitan and it's like a crit super mega one-shot, it's going for a U-turn. That is not the sauce, my guy. So what that's going to do is that's going to activate my Curse Body, right? Then I will activate my Eject button. So the the Perish Body makes so each Pokemon on the board gets hit with Perish Song. So he only has 3 turns to live. And normally I would get hit by that too, but my Eject button lets me switch out into my Dugtrio. And finally, we're able to do what the team does. Better late than never. I don't even need this to be Dugtrio because this is his last Pokemon. He can't even switch. But I'm just going to go Protect, Substitute, Protect, and I'm going to be able to wall him out. I want to see if he's using U-turn because that would mean he's probably Scarfed. He is probably Scarfed then. But I mean, U-turn probably wouldn't KO Dugtrio. Anyways, Perish Song's out into 2. You can see that even if like I didn't have all this insurmountable lead, like I have 2 Pokemon and he can't grind through it. He is Scarfed, so he's actually outspeeding my Dugtrio. It's going to do an unlimited amount of damage, right? But it's okay because, you know, we have more than one Pokemon with Protect. Cursula is going to come in and it's going to end this game with its amazing ability. So actually, if I just would have fought Dugtrio right there, I might have lost. But you know what? Cursula coming on strong. Yo, Fade Away Protect. He's going to go for his attack. And I don't even want any part of it. Protect is so good on Cursula. So, yo, we'll be taking those all the way to the bank. What a cool set. What a cool team. And, yeah, I really hope you like that one. It automatically KOs them from full health. You'll love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. All right, so when you go into the team review section, we only really used 3 of our Pokemon today, and that was on purpose. I feel I'm going to use this team for a couple days because I feel there's so much stuff to show. Today, we like to feel we featured the Cursula. There's also the Galarian Darmanitan that needs to be featured, and there's also the Corsola that has to be featured. So all 3 of those Pokemon are going to get dedicated videos in the future, but for today, we're just going to be going over the Cursula, the Silvally, and the Darmanitan. If you want an in-depth look at all of these Pokemon's natures, all of their IVs, EVs, you know, attacks and everything, there is a paste bin of this team in the description. You guys can go check that out. You can also use this team in battles online. Everything's above level 50, so you can use it on casual battles. You can use it on the battle tower. You can use it on ranked. You can use this team online in your own games. It's super easy to use. All you got to do is go to the verse seeker, or sorry, the verse menu, go to rent QR teams, and it's really easy. All you got to do is put in that code that there will also be a link of in the description. So yeah, this team is built around the Cursula. I know I've said it a bunch of times, but the flow chart for this team is you like to lead with the Silvally. Silvally can pick up KOs on almost anything. You guys saw it in the games. We have super effective ghost attacks on those pesky ghost types, super effective electric attacks on things like Pelipper and Gyarados, and super effective fire attacks boosted by the Heat Wave against things like Ferrothorn and like Rillabooms and other just like standard Pokemon that are really common right now. But also, you basically want to go over for the parting shot. So Silvally's the way Silvally works is it has 95 base in all of its stats, so it's very well rounded, which makes it a great Pokemon for choice scarfing or for any choice item. Basically, and also it just makes it a great Pokemon for Dynamaxing because it just makes those stats so much more bulkier. So yeah, you want to go for a parting shot though. Parting shot, like you guys saw, lowers their attack and special attack, and then from there you want to go into the Cursula. So Cursula comes in relatively safely, right? Because your opponent just got their stats neutered. After that, if they make a move that actually makes contact use, like a physical attack, maybe like a crunch or like a fairy attack, you know, what's going to happen is it's going to activate your perish body. And so what that does is it sets a perish song on the board, which means every Pokemon who's active when it hits will get KO'd after 3 turns unless they switch. And so we're going to actually get to switch immediately thanks to our eject button. And an eject button is the item we're holding that says whenever you're hit by an attack, if you actually live, you get to switch to one of your Pokemon. And so you can either go back to your Silvally if you really want to, but I would highly recommend going into your Dugtrio if they're a Pokemon that you can trap, because Arena Trap is Dugtrio's ability, and it's really good because it makes it so all Pokemon who aren't flying, who aren't ghost, who aren't levitate users, they cannot switch. And so from there, Dugtrio has a 120 base speed, which is very high. You can use a combination of Protect, Substitute, and then Protect to wait out all 3 turns of the Perish Song and get a free KO on your opponent's Pokemon without ever really having to attack it. All those were done without dealing damage, and I think that's such a unique mechanic because you can kind of do this a couple times. Like, let's say we get the first big KO like that. That's great. It works really well against Dynamax. It works really good against Dynamax Pokemon if you can actually get the Perish Body on them, because they have to use moves that are attack, and they can't use like tech moves and stuff like that. So yeah, if you get that first KO, right, you just then go back in your Silvally or back in your Cursula, do it again. If you can ever get into a situation where you have more Pokemon than your opponent, and you get your opponent's Pokemon to like a situation where they have like 1 Pokemon, you have 2, you just send up the Cursula, they make contact with it, activate the Curse Body, and then from there you just protect sub out with Dugtrio as your last mon, and you're just automatically going to win. So it's a very cool meme team. I plan on using it a lot in the future, and this team is just so much fun. We're going to look at the EV spreads on the Pokemon that we featured today, and I'm going to save the rest of the EV spread review for the rest of the times we actually use this team. So first up is going to be Cursula, the evolved form. This is the thing that sets the Perish Body. You can see that we're using a quiet nature. Quiet is a nature that raises your special attack and actually lowers your speed. And like I was talking about in one of the videos, you actually want to have a lower speed. So that means when the Perish Song activates, right, the way it works is everything's based off your speed tiering, right? So if you have a lower base speed, you're actually going to get KO'd last. Like if it's a if it's Cursula versus like, you know, an Inteleon, and it's the last turn of Perish Song, we're both going to faint, but you're going to faint first because you have a higher base speed, and it's actually going to win me the game. So you want to be as slow as humanly possible with this thing. So you can see, yeah, like I said, it doesn't actually hurt to actually have a little bit of special attack investment in this thing either. You can see my special attack stat is through the roof compared to a lot of my other stats. We're going to look at the EV spread. It's a very simple EV spread, guys. We're just going full HP defense. It's not that hard. Full HP defense. I EV trained this Pokemon by going to the wild area, attaching my power items, and KOing Wobbuffets for HP, and what is the other thing I KO'd for HP? Palpitoads. Those both give 2 HP EVs, so KO those for HP, and for defense, I used the irons. I just used irons and a mix of the power item that boosts your defense. So like I would attach that to this and just still KO the Wobbuffets, and it would give me 4 EVs in defense and 2 HP every single time I got a KO. So that's how I EV train this one. Let me know if you actually want to know how I EV trained my Pokemon, just as a brief thing in these type of videos. I can usually just tell you guys the Pokemon that I KO'd so you guys can actually know how to go find those Pokemon yourself. So that's how I got my EVs on this thing. HP defense, the reason why we're doing that is it has a really, really high special attack. Don't need to put any points in there, especially because we don't plan on attacking. Our specialty, again, is also through the roof. Don't need to actually max that out. Remember, guys, they need to make contact with the Cursula to actually proc our Perish body. So, you know, most contact moves are physical moves. So it might as well, you're getting a lot more bang for your buck by going defense. We're going to look at the rest of its moves. Obviously, you have Protect because if it's like your last Pokemon, you want to be able to wait them out too with the Perish Song. So Protect in singles is actually really, really good on this Pokemon. Strength Sap is a very unique move. It says the user restores its HP that by the same amount as the target's attack stat. So the higher your opponent's attack stat is, the more HP you're going to regen. This is not a damage-dealing move. It's more like a recovery move. But then it lowers their attack, so you can't just spam this move. You're going to get a less recovery every single turn. Every single time you'd use this. But also, they're going to be hitting you for less damage. So it's actually one of the best moves in the game. And the fact that this Pokemon gets this move is just busted. After that, you got Whirlpool. And you guys are probably thinking, why do you use Whirlpool? That's not that great. Well, the user traps the target. Note that it says traps the target in a violent swirling Whirlpool for 4 to 5 turns. So remember how long the Perish Body Act lasted. It was 3 turns. So the way it works is if they hit me, it's going to activate the Perish Body. If it's like we're the last Pokemon, right? Or maybe not even the last Pokemon, or maybe they just hit me, right? And I've already used my eject button. Maybe I've already used my eject button. I'm coming in a little bit later. I can go for a Whirlpool, right? And it's going to trap them in with me. I go Whirlpool, Protect, Soak and Attack, use like a Strain Stop or something, go all the way back up to full, and on the last turn where we're both going to get KO'd, I can just switch away. And they're going to get KO'd, and they can't switch because of the Whirlpool. It's super cool tech, and I really do like it on this Pokemon. And last but not least, you got the Stab Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball, 80 base move, special attack, utilizing that really, really high base special attack that this Pokemon already has. This Pokemon is so good, and we're giving away free copies of it in our Discord if you guys would all like to join. So we're going to look at the next Pokemon. The next Pokemon I feel is MVP of this video for sure is going to be the Silvally. Silvally is so underrated right now. For those of you guys that are actually playing on Ranked, what are the most problem Pokemon you're dealing with? Mimikyu, Dragapult, let's see a couple other ones. Gyarados is a big problem. A couple Rotom forms are an issue. Starters you see every once in a while. This Pokemon like outspeeds all of these, and the reason why this Pokemon is so good versus like Mimikyus is because we underspeed Mimikyu on purpose. This is a 95 base speed, whereas Mimikyu has a 96. So Mimikyus are going to want to set up in our face, right? They're going to want to say, like, I can Swords Dance against that. I can do whatever. And then they're going to think that they can play rough us. But in actuality, we have a Choice Scarf on, so we're gonna outspeed them back. You can see this one's using a neutral nature just because it's the base one that I actually got in my game. But neutral nature on this Pokemon isn't that bad because you know, you can put U-turn on there instead of Parting Shot if you want to use that. And it can be like a little bit of a mixed sweeper. So it's one of the few Pokemon in the game that I actually think you can make an argument for having a neutral nature on. It's actually still pretty good. You can see my EVs here. Again, very simple EVs. Full special attack and full speed. The way I EV trained this Pokemon was I put the power item that boosts your special attack on it. I think it's the Power Lens. And I went out to the wild area and I killed Purloins, the unevolved form of Wyperd. And those give 1 speed EV. And so I killed a bunch of those, and I had the Pokerus, and I used a few Carboses as well to get max speed. So I killed Purloins for speed and held the Power Lens to get that special attack. It didn't even take me that long. It took me probably about 30 or 40 KOs and a few Carboses, and I was able to wrap it up. So very, very good Pokemon. This thing has amazing coverage. Parting Shot, one of the best moves in the game, especially on these fast Choice Scarf users. Lowering your opponent's stats and coming in safe with another Pokemon is very, very good. We didn't even talk about the other Pokemon in the team. Like, I can Parting Shot, come in with my Gyarados, apply a second Intimidate, and then if they're a physical attacker and they have 2 Intimidates, Gyarados can go for like 2 or 3 Dragon Dances and just win the game. Same thing, I can come in with my Corsola, not my Cursula, and just absolutely just set up all over them because Parting Shot just lowers their opponent's stats so much. And since we're Choice Scarf, we're able to go for it before they're able to hit us back. So really, really good. I really like this Shadow Ball tech as well. Like I said, Dragapults. We fought a bunch of stuff that we just hit with Shadow Balls today. It was really, really clutch. Same thing, Thunderbolt and Heat Wave. Note that we use Heat Wave over Flamethrower. I think the Heat Wave is actually better than Flamethrower because a lot of people are running very common Ferrothorn EV spreads that actually live the Flamethrower. And so since Heat Wave is just a little bit stronger, it's power creeping that. Sure, it can miss, but you know, most of the time whenever you use this move, you're in max mode anyways, so it doesn't really matter all that much. But that's just how the cookie crumbles, I guess. So anyways, yeah, Heat Waves, I think it's okay. If you really want to make arguments for Flamethrower, let me know in the comments below, but I think Heat Wave's totally fine. And we're going to look at the next Pokemon. The Pokemon that makes the combo, the trap part of the combo, is the Dugtrio. And the Dugtrio, a lot of people are going to give me flack for saying, why isn't your Dugtrio sashed? Well, the reason Dugtrio is sashed is because we're using Substitute, and that takes your health away. So you can't just be using sashed Dugtrio all willy-nilly all the time, even though that is by far and away the best item on this Pokemon. Also note that we have Rock Slide over Sucker Punch. I think Rock Slide's a lot better because it lets us hit those flying types guaranteed. It also can set a Weather of Sandstorm, which can take it away from rain and sun and hail if that needs to happen. And it just does really, really big damage to flying types, which again, flying types are the Pokemon, the bane of this team's existence, because they just come in and I can't trap them because they can just switch away from my Arena Trap, which is the thing that actually traps all these Pokemon in. Dugtrio is using a Jolly Nature, which boosts your speed, lowers your special attack. And again, very, very simple. Full attack, full speed on this thing. It has a 120 base speed, which is absolutely humongous. That's the reason why we're able to go for those substitutes and absolutely just wall people out. Substitute is a great mechanic that you guys can actually utilize in your own teams. You have something that's fast, just throw sub on there. Every single time your opponent comes in with like a Dynamax Pokemon, just use Substitute and just waste their whole Dynamax. It'll take 3 turns of sub, and you're going to be absolutely safe at the very end of it. So guys, I want to say thank you so much for watching this video. As always, please let me know what you think about it in the comments below. We're doing everything we can to grow the channel as fast as possible, and I hope you guys like these meme teams. I'm planning on building like an actual like team building video that I plan on dedicating so many resources towards in the future. So if you guys have any like tips or tricks or things you really want to see in that video, please let me know. And I want to say thank you again for watching. Hopefully you guys have a great day, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.